Well, it seems we have some interesting news surrounding Jonah Hill possibly being cast in the new Batman movie. Let's talk about that right now. Hello everybody and welcome back to another movie news video. My name is Joker and today we're going to be talking about this new rumor that has come about Jonah Hill possibly being cast in the new Matt Reeves Batman movie. And it looks like nothing's been confirmed so far, but there's a lot going back and forth, and we got to talk about all of it. Real quick, just want to say sorry for the lack of uploads lately. The semester's been hitting kind of hard, so I'm trying to stay on top of it as best I can. But, you know, life happens, and school before YouTube, that's always going to be the case, so I'll get better with this as it goes, but for right now, you just got to trust that I'll keep uploading, I promise. But now for the main story. So, Jonah Hill possibly being cast in Matt Reeves' The Batman. What do we think? At first thought, I was like, okay, I mean, why not? Jonah Hill's been doing a lot. He's been doing film for so long that his filmography spans from so many dumb, funny, like, you know, slapstick comedy movies to getting into a lot of more serious and more critical roles. But whether or not you've seen a lot of his movies, when you hear Jonah Hill's name, you pretty much pinpoint it to any particular movie you may have seen in the past, whether it be Superbad or 21 Jump Street or The Wolf of Wall Street or even War Dogs, which just recently came out, as far as like 2016, I believe. But either way, you know him from at least one movie, and you always know it's either some comedy flick or it's some new serious like drama or action movie that has come out. But either way, you know, he's got a lot under his belt, and there's a lot of he could bring if cast in this new Batman film. So we have this quote here from Variety, and if we go in and read, it says that sources have told Variety this, and so the sources are unknown at this time, but according to sources, producers had long waited Hill for the project, but casting decisions were put on hold until the role of Batman was filled. The deal hasn't closed, and sources say it could still fall apart, but both sides are engaging on Hill joining. As for who Hill is playing, that's still being worked out as well, but sources say he's being eyed for a villain role. Now, obviously, that's again a no-brainer. Once you already have the Batman cast, which right now is Robert Pattinson, the next one's obviously going to be who's going to be the villain. I mean, sure, you got people, you know, you got Alfred, you've got Commissioner Gordon to fill those roles as well, but you always want to get the next big person on that list to play the big bad guy. And of course, it is to no surprise that the two main villains he's being considered for, and all the rumors that I've been looking up, are Penguin and the Riddler. Of course. Pretty much by this point, it's already probably confirmed that the Riddler and or Penguin are going to be the villains or just solo villain of this next film. But it's just because it's either that's confirmed because that's all anyone wants to talk about, or the rumor has just stretched itself out so far that that's the only thing anyone can really cling to. Either way, I'm fine with it, but it's just taking it at face value, assuming that this is what's going to be happening. We've got some options here, and I think we've got a lot of pros to either side of this. So with the first rumor I saw being Penguin, it kind of made sense just by the actual like physical look of Jonah Hill. He does look like he could definitely pull off that whole, you know, monocle and the top hat look. And something that I think would be really cool is that I think he could do a really good job of showing a farther in the future Penguin that we see in Gotham, played by Robin Lord Taylor. And when I say that, I don't mean it would be a future version of Robin Lord Taylor's Penguin from Gotham per se, because they're not going to be related, but I just think he could bring on the same persona that Robin did when he was doing that role as the Penguin, just the whole self-entitlement, I'm big and in charge, I'm the Penguin, you can't tell me what to do, I run this city kind of feel, and I really think that Jonah could bring that to the screen. And he also kind of has the same kind of facial structure. It's really hard to see, but I can really see it just like in the center with the eyes and the nose. It does kind of have that feel that you could see Jonah as an older version of that Oswald Cobblepot from the Gotham TV series. I also think that his vocal range is somewhat in the same range as Robin Taylor's as well, so they could really just do the same role at just two different points in Oswald's life. Again, I don't think that's actually how it's going to go down, but it's possible. I could see him as one version of the Penguin, so I think I could see him as multiple different versions as well, but I think I could see him in the role in whatever way he decided to take it and go with it. But on the other side of things with the Riddler, I still think the same thing could apply. And we all know the Riddler, he's insane, he's crazy, he likes riddles, he's extremely smart. You have to give him the benefit of the doubt there. He's extremely smart for as insane as he is. But I mean, Jonah Hill's kind of played the smart roles before in some other movies, so I think he could really bring up his A game with the, you know, the strategic mastermind that is the Riddler. And that idea comes to mind just because if you look at Jonah Hill's character in the film Moneyball, he is a player analyst for baseball teams, and he tries to find flawed players that like the MLB sees as flawed and turns them into game-winning teams, just because, you know, there's one big flaw that the MLB just doesn't like about them, so they throw them out of the league, but in reality, there's still so much more to the player that if they brought him onto a team, it could still create game-winning teams. You're not looking for how great the player is, you're looking for how great the team is as far as wins. How do you buy wins? That's what they was talking about with this character in Moneyball. And sure, there's two different things. One's talking about, taking over Gotham City and plunging everything into riddles, and the other one's talking about how to build a really well-rounded baseball team. The point there is that it's still all in your head, and there's a lot of math and there's a lot of technical thinking involved in both of these roles. So I think that would be a smooth transition from one to the other. Sure, these films are about 8, 9, 10 years apart, but my point here is that he's done that thinking critical role before, so I definitely think he could do it again. And I think that if he were cast as either Penguin or the Riddler, it would be a really smart play. And I think if you pinned Jonah Hill up against Robert Pattinson in this Batman film, it would be a really iconic film with great minds on both sides. But again, as usual, nothing is confirmed yet. This is all still rumors, and like the Variety article said, this could very well still fall apart, but I'm gonna probably put money on it that I think Jonah Hill is going to be set in motion for this role. I think that it's a smart pick, and it's also kind of a different pick, but I think that if they went with it, it would be a safe bet and you would end up getting a great film out of it. And when they say people from both sides are really wanting Jonah to sit down and take in this role, I really think that means they're really trying to work on it and getting the paperwork ready to be signed and have it standard right there that yes, he's going to be in this film as the villain. Whether it's Penguin, whether it's Riddler, we don't know yet. But I think if we sleep on Jonah Hill, if they slept on him and they just get rid of him and they end up with someone else, I think it's going to be a loss to the movie that could possibly be really fantastic if they actually go with this casting choice. But like I've said before, this is all speculation. This is all just rumor. Nothing's been confirmed yet. But what do you guys think? Do you like Jonah Hill? Are you a fan of Jonah Hill? Personally, I'm a fan. I like what he does. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you like him? Do you not like him? Do you think he would be perfect as the Penguin or the Riddler? Do you spot him as a different villain in the Batman movie? Or do you think that it would be a horrible idea to bring him on board in any capacity whatsoever? You don't like it, get a different casting choice. You got someone else in mind? Let me know in the comments down below. I want to talk about it. But until we get more updates on this Matt Reeves Batman movie, that is going to be it for this video, guys. Remember, if you like what you saw, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see more movie news videos or if you'd like to see anything else. But until then, and as always, I will see you guys next time.